Hey there, my name is Megan and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a mini used book haul. So I was at my used bookstore recently and I found 5 books, really great reads and really great finds that I wanted to share with you guys. So I found some middle grade, I found some YA and some adult. So let's just get on into the books. The first book I found was a middle grade, and if you know anything about me, you know that I don't read that much middle grade, but this is a book that I heard about and have been interested in reading for a long time, and that is The Girl Who Drank the Moon by Barnhill. Every year, the Protectorate leaves a baby at the edge of the forest as a sacrifice to the witch who lives within. But the witch is actually very kind, and what she does is she takes these children and she finds them good homes on the other side of the forest. On one special occasion, this witch has a baby and she accidentally feeds the baby moonlight instead of starlight, which fills the baby with extraordinary powers. She names the baby Luna, and as Luna's 13th birthday approaches, her powers begin to manifest with deadly consequences, and the leader of the Protectorate wants to capture Luna to exploit her powers as well as kill the witch. This book sounds absolutely adorable and like it's filled with whimsy and fantastical elements. We have a tiny dragon, we have a swamp monster that live with a witch. It just sounds like it's full of fairy tale like goodness, and I cannot wait to read it. The next 2 books I picked up were YA finds, and the first one is Renegades by Marissa Meyer. I have read everything else I think that Marissa Meyer has put out that's been a full novel, and I've actually really liked everything that she's put out. Heartless was one of my favorite books of 2019, so I've been interested in reading Renegades since it came out. In this book, we follow a group of renegades who are people with extraordinary abilities who emerged from a world that was going through a really hard time and a lot of chaos and established peace and order. So they are kind of like a governing body that keeps order in the society. We follow a girl named Nova who has a reason that we don't know to hate the renegades, and she goes on a journey to take vengeance on this group of extraordinaries. As Nova is on her journey to seek vengeance, she meets a renegade named Adrian who believes in only justice. Nova, who actually might be swayed by Adrian's views, is actually very loyal to a villain and has to decide which side she is actually on. I think that this series is currently completed, so if I like Renegades, I will definitely be picking up Arch Enemies and Supernova. The next YA book I found was Soul of Stars by Poston. This is the second book, or the sequel in the Heart of Iron duology. I haven't read Heart of Iron yet, so I don't really want to read the synopsis of Soul of Stars because I don't want to spoil myself, but Heart of Iron follows a girl named Anna, and she is a scoundrel and an outlaw. When Anna was a child, she was found floating adrift in space on a broken ship, and she was captured by a sentient android called DO9. Now, as a teenager, DO9 has been glitching. Desperate to save DO9, Anna steals the coordinates to a lost spaceship and makes a quest out there because she thinks this spaceship might have all the answers. On the way to this lost spaceship, she comes into contact with a boy named Ironblood who has his own reasons for stealing these same coordinates. This duology sounds like a fun space adventure, and I've never read anything by Poston before, so I feel like it's something that I will really like and is right up my alley. The next 2 books I got were both adult books, and the first one is Arrival by Ted Chiang, I think is how you say the last name. Now, this is actually the movie cover for the movie Arrival, which came out several years ago and starred Amy Adams and Jeremy Renner, and I absolutely loved that movie. It was my favorite movie of the year, and I knew that it was based off of a book, but is actually based off of a short story. This is a collection of Ted Chiang's short stories, and the story that Arrival is based off of is in here, and the name of that story is Story of Your Life. So I am very excited to actually have more work from him in one book, including just that one story. I've never read anything by this author before, and I am fully going into this knowing that the short story is probably going to be nothing like the film, so I'm interested to see the similarities and differences, as well as reading more of this author's work. And as I was flipping through this book, I thought it was kind of cool because there are diagrams and things in here, so I thought that was really interesting, and it just makes me more eager to get to this story. The next book I picked up, I actually was recommended by 2 different booktubers. I was recommended by the Bookish Bryants, which I'll go ahead and link their channel down below, as well as Noah from Everyone Who Reads Must Converse, so I will link his channel down below as well. That book I picked up was Childhood's End by Arthur C. Clarke, so yes, another Arthur C. Clarke book, and I'm really excited to read it because the premise sounds super interesting. This book follows what's known as the Overlord, and these Overlords appeared over Earth, over every city, and they appear to be a superior race in every manner. In technology, and intelligence, and empathy, they just, at least to humans, appear to be an advanced, better race. After they appear, they end all of Earth's problems, all war, all poverty, and a golden age of humanity begins. But with this golden age comes consequences. A certain feeling of malaise settles over Earth, and the ability for man to achieve greatness and achieve his own destiny kind of fades away. When people start to resist the overlords, we learn that the overlords kind of have an agenda of their own and that bad things might happen to those who try to defy them. So I'm very grateful to those who recommended this to me. That is what I absolutely love about BookTube, learning about new books and being recommended books by people who read them and enjoyed them. So I am super hyped to get to this book very soon. Alright guys, so that is it for my mini used book haul. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the little bell icon so you can be notified every time I post new videos, which is every Sunday, and sometimes I post bonus videos in the week. Let me know in the comments if you have read any of these books and what you thought of them, and I will see you soon in another video. Goodbye!